thought I was recording and then I turned off my camera. Let me just move this dart. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to make a video on 28 things I've learned since I've turned 28, but I don't feel like there's that many things that I could come up with, but most of them have like an overlying theme. Okay, I don't have a list, so we're just gonna go off the top of my head. I feel like I have learned a lot. I feel like I've had a lot of experiences. I honestly feel like I've lived a lot of lives, and that's just through situations that I've like gone through. One big thing that I feel like a lot of people need to do, and I've always done this, I don't feel like it's something I've learned later in life. This did cause me a lot of issues when I was younger, but it's okay, is always just be yourself. The thing I just like absolutely hate is when someone tries to control another person. I have never been a controlling type. I've never been a controlling friend. I've never been a controlling like girlfriend ever, because at the end of the day, it's like, if I don't want someone controlling me, why should I be like able to control someone else, right? So like, I absolutely hate that. I'm a Scorpio, give me my space, give me trust. And like, at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm loyal to the core. I have this problem with my parents a lot. Well, growing up, not anymore. You guys birthed me, I get that, thankful. At the end of the day, it's like, just because you guys say no, that's not a like viable answer for me. If I say, hey, I wanna go out with my friends, and your answer is no, and I say why, and you're like, just because, it's like, why do you feel like that no is valid? Like, you cannot control my life, right? Oh my god, if you guys are a young girl and you're dating someone and they're very controlling, leave. Like, I'm telling you now, love is not controlling. Love is understanding. Love is like compassionate. Love is kind. Love is like letting you be free, letting you be who you are. The right person is gonna love everything about you. I am such a wild soul. I know that about myself. Everyone around me knows that. I'm like low-key crazy, but it's like my fiance has set up a space where I feel safe enough to like be able to just be myself wherever I go, whether that's me dancing on a bar top, whether it's me like hanging upside down somewhere. Like, I'm able to just do that without judgment, because he knows at the end of the day, it's like that's my lunatic, like that's my crazy girl. He's like proud of it. When you meet the right partner, you are in a space where you're just like allowed to be you, and you align on so many different levels. If you're scared to leave this person, you're like, what's out there for me? Like, whatever, take the risk. If you're in a shitty relationship and that person is trying to control you, take the risk, leave. If you're able to. I know sometimes there's other factors like financial, children, there's so many different factors, but if you are in the position where you can leave, I'm telling you, leave, okay? The right person, you guys will be so connected. So my fiance, he doesn't even go out, but like, let's just say, I don't know, he happens to be out with his friends till 5 in the morning. Don't care. You know why? Because I trust him. Is he out till 5 in the morning? No, because that's just not his personality, but he has the space to be out like wherever he wants, right? Same goes for me. Like, if I'm out, I don't really have friends, but if I'm out with my cousins or like anything, we could be out till like 2, 3 in the morning doing like literally running the most randomest missions, and he's not gonna be blowing up my phone like, where are you? What are you doing? Because at the end of the day, if you don't have trust, what do you have? Anyone who yells at you. Okay, so I used to be, okay, my family is just a very loud family, and we do yell. That's just how we talk. And like growing up, you know, you think it's normal to yell, and you're like talking to people, and again, you know what, you're little, so learn from these things. But once your frontal lobe has developed, please get it together, okay? You do not need to be with someone who yells at you. You do not need to be with someone who puts you down, okay? Like, these are things that you try when you're 16 years old and you realize like, shit, like that's not for me, okay? Make those mistakes when you're little, but come on, get it together. You do not need to be dating guys that sell dime bags. Like, you need someone who can create a strong foundation for you and your children. If your man yells at you, cut it. You know what, right there. Okay, so my man never ever yells at me, and I used to be, the way we confronted issues wasn't probably the best. I would shut down, and then sometimes I was really loud, and it wasn't the healthiest way. And I learned that, hey, you don't need to yell. You don't even need to be yelled at. He's never raised his voice at me. Yeah, raise your standards, girls, because no man, a boy will probably yell at you. A boy will probably cheat. A boy will probably like do all this. But then I realized, I'm like, I can live such a soft life, and do live a really soft life now. Even if he like just a little bit gets stern with me, I will cry, because I'm just not used to him being like mean or anything in a relationship where he's yelling at you or anything. Set the tone from the very beginning and just be like, I'm not gonna let you talk to me like that. And that's where we've established our boundaries, and he knows how to approach me, what to say to me, what tone to use, everything. And again, this is everything we've learned from our past, and we've come together and we realized like this relationship we want to be really different. When we first started talking, I think like 5 days in, we talked about like our 5-year like plan and like our goals in life, and you know what we would like and what we wanted the relationship, and we talked about everything early on. And we were like, you know, if you're talking to anyone else or if there's anything lingering or like whatever, just cut it. Like we don't want to, like I don't want to pursue this. And we were on the same page. So yeah, definitely someone who wants to be with you, I feel like they will make it known from the jump that, you know, all of our life goals and all the qualities we look for, they align really well. And again, I say this to all my friends, when you stop looking, the right one will come. And I know it's so hard because you're always like, oh my God, when will he come? I want him. I'm like hitting all these milestones and like I want this person there. And I remember me and my fiance had started talking maybe 2 months before one of my best friends got engaged, and I was feeling such a way. I was like, I just want to get engaged. Like I just want to know if you're serious. And literally the first time he came to meet me, he was like, I love you. And that was probably like, he literally came like a couple days after my friend got engaged. So yeah, we were doing long distance. The thing I've learned is, you know, not everyone needs to know your business. Okay, so again, I feel like I am surrounded by a lot of good people, but the thing is, nazar can come from people even if they mean the best for you. It's just accidental. There's literally like sometimes no harm. People can be jealous in positive ways, and that's something I've learned a little bit later in life. I feel like I've learned that in the past 2 years. Like not everyone's jealous because they want your downfall. Some people like could just be like, oh my God, I'm like so proud of you, and it's like a positive jealousy because they're so happy for you. And they wish that they could do that for themselves too. My parents are on a trip and they left me to fend for the house myself. And every time I hear a noise, I'm like, someone running up on me? Can I not die? And I just like sit with all the lights on. But yeah, something I learned a lot later in life was just like, you know, some people are at different places in their life and they may not understand why you are where you are or how you're doing what you do because they can't fathom that for themselves, right? So let's just say I pick up and tomorrow I go to Mexico. Me, I'm just a very, very go with the flow personality where that's okay. I don't need to get my nails done. I don't need to buy new clothes. It just happened. I would love to buy new clothes, but I can still go with the flow, right? Where some people might be like, I need like 3 weeks notice. I need this, this, and this. And that's okay. So if they're looking at you and wondering, or like you feel like they're kind of not jealous of the situation, but just kind of like, why is she doing that? And you can sense this like a weird energy. That's okay. That's just because they're not able to do that and they're just wondering because some people's comfort zone is so different compared to your own comfort zone, right? To go with that as well. So if you do feel a bad vibe from a friend, cut them off. Like, okay, you don't even have to cut them off because, you know, they may nurture different parts of your life and not many. So again, I hate to say this because it's like you want to show everyone, like every side of you, you want your friends to love you for everything that you are. But it's like now in the last, especially in this last year, but over maybe over 2 years, but for sure this past year, I've learned to just like redefine a lot of my friendships, okay? So I felt like I was being let down by a lot of people in my life. Oops. Yeah, so I felt like I was being let down by a lot of people in my life, and I was like, well, why would they do this? Like, how could they say that? Or like, why would they not show up for me? And just so many different things. And I was like, I don't think I want to be friends with this person anymore, right? Not this person, but like these people in general. There's no one in specific. And then I realized, I'm like, they can't meet me where I'm at because they're not even at a place in their own life where they're able to show up for themselves. And I can't expect that out of them, right? So I've kind of let go of all expectations. But it's like at the end of the day, I'm creating a life with my fiance. I need to nurture that rather than worry about people not showing up for me. So by redefining my friendships, it has helped me a lot because I no longer feel any animosity towards anyone. So let's just say I have an event and a couple people don't show up, and I sit there and I'm like, I hate you. Like, why wouldn't you show up for me? You should love me. And take a minute to think and say, hey, you know what? Maybe something happened. Guys, things can happen literally the second before someone is about to leave the house. Like, you have to be understanding, or they couldn't do this, or there's underlying issues, or you know, whatever it is, that's fine. Like, let it be. And that's where I've readjusted my boundaries, because I'm just like, you know what, if I continue to see, I'm not gonna be mad, but if I continue to see that, you know what, this is what you're doing, I'm just gonna readjust my boundaries and be like, okay, next time I feel like I need to drop everything to show up for this person. Maybe I won't. Maybe I need to redefine and be like, you know what, my let's just say friend A and friend B. Friend A is always showing up for me. Friend A is going above and beyond and like whatever. And friend B pops up here or there when it kind of benefits them. And like, let's say they're having a party on the same day. Of course, I'm gonna go to friend A party. Now, let's say friend A's party ends early and I'll still go show up for friend B. But I'm not gonna be like, hey, fuck you, friend A, let me go to friend B. I'm gonna go where it matters. And then if it works, I'm gonna come. I'm not gonna be a bad friend and not come. That's just redefine my boundaries. Like, I'm not going to put you on a pedestal. You need to make people feel like a priority in your life. And that could go back to me as well. Maybe I haven't been like the bestest of friends to someone. Maybe I wasn't able to show up myself. So it's like, if you guys have redefined your boundaries and this is how you want to show up for me, okay, now I clocked it. And now I realized like, okay, I was only showing up to here. They were showing up to here. Now they're meeting me here. This is where we still can only meet each other. I'm good. Like, let's do that. One thing I hate is like, I hate when people have excuses, okay? So one of my friends, she's I think maybe 26 and she has 303, okay? That girl is booked and busy. She had twins and then another baby girl right now in November actually. And like, she's so busy. But what happens is like, I love her for this. She'll literally sit down whenever she finds a time, I don't expect her to, and send me like 10-minute voice notes just updating me everything in her life. And I love that. Then it's like, okay, I'm gonna take time out of my day, I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna listen to them, and I'm gonna reply. Do I expect you to reply like the next day? No, but I know it's there. I've updated you. Whenever you find a second, just reply to me. Like, if you love your friendships, if you love the people in your life, you make time for them. Again, I'm not the best texter either, but what I love is like, let's say I have some downtime if I'm like flying or if I'm waiting on something or if I'm at the doctor's office, just anything. I'm gonna sit there, I'm gonna type up messages, and even if I'm on the plane and I can't send it, I'm gonna just have everyone's messages typed up, and when I land, I'm gonna reply. You know, you can make time. So if there's a girl 303 making time for me, you guys can make time too. Again, so I would say the friendships that pour into you, pour into them back. Friendships are so important, and I've noticed that, especially at my batch. I noticed everyone who showed up. I noticed everyone who made an effort. I noticed everyone, like, it's not easy, you know, flying out for someone, spending so much money, doing all this. Like, it does not go unnoticed at all. And those friendships, they pour into me. I'm gonna pour it back into them. Like, they deserve the world. And it just really shows you who cares about you in life. And I love that. And it's like, a lot of these friendships have been around for years, right? And it's like, it's so hard making new friends. I'm open to making new friends. It's just really hard to make new friends. The thing I've learned is always being myself. You know what I mean? Like, do not, and I wish I followed this a little bit more, say, but just like being more confident in who you are. There's only one you in the world. There's a reason people gravitate towards you. You know, you bring something to this world, and just like never let someone make you feel bad. If someone is projecting a certain type of insecurity towards you, honestly, I think it just comes in from inside, because I have always made it a mission to never make someone feel insecure. That's just how I am. I never want someone to feel like, if they come to me and they feel beautiful in their neon yellow dress, then God, you look beautiful. You look gorgeous. You look like the sun who lights up my life. No one really picked on me in high school, I feel. I just don't think I had the personality to be bullied. I don't know if a lot of people said stuff behind my back in high school or not, or middle school. Don't know, don't care what their prerogative was of me. But the thing was, at the end of the day, that would never shake my boots. Like, I don't care. That's another thing. Just don't care. Anything that comes from someone to put you down is just another insecurity. People used to make fun of me for, like, I don't know, being skinny, let's just say, for example, or all coming from a place of like, they're unhealthy, and I'm like, do you wish you were skinny, or do you like work towards it then? I don't know. Like, I don't really know where it comes from. Could be like an insecurity, but it's like, it's not even that they'll say like, oh, you're skinny. They'll just be like, you're gonna get fat, you're gonna get fat. And I've heard that for a long time. Like, oh, you're just gonna get fat, you're gonna get fat. Fact is, my eating habits are not of that to make me like plus calories. Okay, that's just not my eating habits. And everyone who would make fun of me for that Where are you now? Where are you now? Oh my gosh, you guys, another thing that I learned that is so important. I know everyone is like, oh my God, princess treatment, princess treatment, princess treatment. I get it. Princess treatment comes in many forms. I feel like a lot of people think princess treatment is just financial, and that like upsets me. It makes me so sad for these people that they think that, you know, they have to put up with certain behavior just because someone's funding their life. It's like you can get the best of both worlds. So I luckily like love my man. I stopped working maybe 2 years ago, maybe close to 2.5 years ago. And again, like, it doesn't have to be above and beyond like, oh, he buys me a Rolex or he buys me like Hermes or like he's buying me all these things. It's like literally he gave me peace. And you know, princess treatment is like him like listening to me, him being there when I like need something, whether like at 3 in the morning I woke up. No, it was like, it was literally like 7 or 8 in the morning, and I woke up and I was crying because a spider was on my head, and I thought I was crying quietly. He wakes up, he's like, oh my God, what happened? So like princess treatment is like someone being there for you, like emotionally, someone being there for you, like physically. Like let's say like I'm sad, like who's gonna be here? Him. Let's say like we are doing long distance, so it's like if I'm having like a bad day, he's gonna notice a change in my tone like right away. What's at my door? Flowers, chocolate, food, candy, like anything I need. Princess treatment is, again, you do as a grown-up want someone to look after you financially. If you're leaving like your father's house and you're going to someone, we've had so many conversations about this. It's like you are going to provide everything that my dad has provided for us. You don't like, and more, thankfully together we're gonna be able to like obtain more, you know. But princess treatment is not only, you know, you're gonna fly me out, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. It's like I have seen so many people in my life who have settled for someone who has money and then get treated so poorly, and the relationship has just failed because their main motive was money, when it's like, don't you want someone who, you know, looks after you in so many different ways? Like you guys, I could cough, okay? I could literally have like a little, like clear my throat a little bit. Like, are you sick? Do you need something? Like that guy is there like to the T. So it's like when you're looking for a partner, make sure you're looking for a partner who just helps you in every aspect of life, not just financially, because at the end of the day, you can have your own money, you can have your own education, you can have all these things, but it's like you want a partner who like uplifts you, who supports you, who does all these things. And you know, on my TikTok, I posted a video and I was like, settle, question mark. It was a trend, and I was like, why would I settle when my man flew me out to Vegas after I asked him once or whatever. It was for my birthday, right? And then someone had commented, and the comment didn't get to me at all because I'm just like, your view on a provider man is so warped, I feel bad for you. But someone commented, and I think it was something along the lines of, he flew you to a budget hotel or something, right? And in my head, I was like he literally listened to me. Like he heard what I wanted and he made it happen. And the fact is, the size of the hotel room doesn't define like how much love he has for me. This guy like loves, worships the ground I walk on, and we have such a mutual understanding, mutual respect, like everything. So it's like he could have literally put me in an RV in Vegas and I would have been happy because I'm just like, you hear me, right? What was the size of the hotel room gonna do? Like he still loves me and he still like took me on a trip and like paid for everything and did everything, and it's like he's still a provider man at the end of the day. Like that's my man. I get very protective of my man. But what I will say is, don't just think a provider man is someone who provides for you financially. He has to provide for you emotionally, okay? Imagine having a child with this man, I don't know, gets mad at you and then throws like a couple hundred at your face. Like what? Like you're gonna raise children with a fucking loser? That's so beyond me. Like please, let's not do that. Oh, another thing, when you're in your early 20s, enjoy life. I feel like but there is such a fine line between enjoying life and destroying your future. But if you have the chance, enjoy life, take risks, you know, do things out of your comfort zone, go out, travel the world, do so many things that make you uncomfortable, because there's going to come a point in your life where you do have to start settling down. You do have to start thinking about, like if you want to have a family, you have to be more stable. So take risks, go out, enjoy life, figure it out. You know, you could go out one day and then you realize like, oh my God, this is what I want in life. This is cool. Hold on, my battery might die. Another thing I've learned is just be like confident, be self-aware, you know. This is something I wasn't the best at, but apologize when you're wrong. show up for people. Really, like, if you make a mistake, trust me, just as much as you want to hear a sorry from people, like, let go of your ego and just apologize. Like, that people want to hear a sorry back just as much. And honestly, at the end of the day, it's not worth ruining your relationships with people. And don't be afraid to leave a loser, okay? That's the advice I'm gonna leave you guys with, because I cannot stress this enough. Do not be afraid to leave a loser, okay?